You ever see, I'm sure you've
The
seen
flakes.
it, but no, but like they get like that, like the top layer of skin like bubbles up and it's like.
The ink sac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
I would say
It looks gross, but it's cool at the same time. So that's how I describe it.
It's the excess ink and plasma and stuff builds up and it makes that ink sac. And it just squishes around in there.
And you just pop it like a pimple and.
You shouldn't pop it.
Oh no. Oh, okay. That's what I would do. Welcome to another episode of Small Town Grit. I'm your host, Corey Haubs, and I have a special guest, Sarah Kribs, with me from Enchanted Moon Tattoo. I was just going to be Enchanted Moon, but we got to throw that tattoo part in there, right?
Right.
So welcome. So I recently seen you move downtown. How has that been so far?
It's good. We redid the building. That makes me super happy.
Yeah.
It's bigger, definitely bigger space.
Well, good. And then actually, we were talking a little bit. You're thinking about maybe making a little bit more of expansion.
Yeah, we're thinking about the building next to it, adding more services, not just tattoo. So
Okay.
Adding different services.
Well, that's exciting. So let's recap. How'd you get into tattoo, or how did it all start?
Well, I came from the medical field, and then was like, I think I need something different, and went into a shop, asked for an apprenticeship, and he asked for a portfolio, and I started the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would imagine you gotta have some kind of artistic background. I mean, to a certain degree, I'd imagine.
Well, yeah, when I went to Millington, we did a lot of art classes. They used to have a ton of them when I was in school. So we did metal. Well, metal shop to me is art, but jewelry, all kinds of art classes.
Yeah, all that creative stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then how did you get? So you did your apprenticeship. Where'd you do that at?
At Red Rum in Carroll.
Oh, okay. Is that still there?
Yep, he's still rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point were you like, all right, I can leave my regular job and do this full time? Do you have to build a clientele up, or is it?
I pushed.
Okay.
Like I did third shift, and back then was different. Like you had to, hey, you want to come in? You want to come in for a tattoo? You didn't have a lot of like walk-ins, and out there it wasn't really a walk-in shop. So push, and then I said, how many more do I have to do to go full time?
Yeah,
That's what I did.
That's exciting. Yeah, the grind, right?
Yep.
So you did that for how long before you?
I was there almost 4.5 years.
And then you decided to make a go of it, open your own shop.
Right before COVID.
That's a great time.
2019, I opened a little shop in Fairgrove just by myself. That's it. And then I was there two years, and then said, all right, I'm ready to grow.
Okay. And then you were in Vassar on Main Street.
At the 123 Main Street. We were there 2.5, and now right on the corner.
You're right. So do you have employees that work for you, or how does it work out in your world? Is it kind of like a subcontractor, like they're their own?
Yeah, they're their own entity. So I have 2 girls that tattoo, and then another one that massages in there.
Tell us how, like, that's a big leap of faith, 4.5 years at a shop, and you're like, we're going to go, like, you got a business name, insurance.
I think a lot of it was, at the beginning, I wanted to be my own person, my own entity kind of thing. And then, like 4.5 years in, I'm like, I need to step outside and change. The shop initially when I opened it was like, I want a place that people feel like home. They feel like we're family. It's not intimidating. It's not, and a lot of people feel that way. That shops sometimes can be.
So how'd you come up with your business name? Is there a little story behind that?
No, well, I'm born in October, so like the moon phases, I kind of looked them up and I was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, exciting. What's the process of somebody getting a tattoo if nobody's ever gotten one?
A lot of the time it depends on the size. If they're just doing a walk-in, we just kind of take them, talk to them, and then head on in. But if it's something they want custom, we do a lot of custom. So we do a consultation, go over everything, and then we'll custom draw it and send it out, and we have an appointment for them to start.
Okay. So let's say I was going to get a tattoo on my arm. Like, what's the process of prepping the skin and...
I just explain the process. So, like, when we're washing them down, we're like, all right, this is green soap. And then the stencil stuff, they're kind of like, why does that smell like alcohol? And you're like, it's like lotion that sticks the stencil to you.
Oh, okay.
And then when we're ready, we kind of are like, okay, this sounds weird, but like a poke to start, because a lot of them get nervous with that part. The machines are quieter now, so that doesn't scare them as much.
Oh, okay.
It's more like a pen, like the noise is a lot less. So.
And is there like different heads that you can put on for like
different needle groupings?
On needles? On needles,
yeah.
Sorry. I'm like heads, like shaving heads. Like, I need a number 1 guard. So
yeah, there's a ton of different liners, shaders.
Has that all really? I mean, you've been in the business for how many years now?
Almost 10.
10, yeah. So I'm sure technology has changed and techniques have changed.
A ton, yep. Because coil was where I started from, so it's a
Okay.
lot different now. No more rubber bands on the machines.
Yeah, right. The rubber bands, they don't do that no more.
No, well, if
Okay.
they still use coil, they do. But
Yeah, and traditional is I've seen some of the traditional is in just kind of like almost like a little bamboo stick, like
the stick and poke stuff.
stick and poke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
we
can't
don't
feel
do
the
that
best.
either. No, I can't imagine that.
What's the challenges of a small business, especially in, tattoos are very unique, specific. It's not like going to the grocery store or getting a haircut.
Right.
I mean, what challenges do you have here?
I think in Vassar, a lot of it's marketing and being part of the community.
Okay.
A lot of it is being part of the community, making them know that you care. I think that's big.
Anybody give you a hard time for your type of business in downtown?
When we got to Vassar, one lady, and it wasn't even about tattooing. It was like trying to say that we like worship Satan and stuff, and I was like, if you knew me, you would not think that.
Like for you to somebody get a tattoo? I mean, what's that feel like to you? Is it like a emotional connection? Is it? I mean, you probably have all the different stories that people come in.
To me, it's like they are accepting kind of a piece of my art, a piece of my soul. So they get to carry that, and I get to be a part of their story. That is my favorite part. Being a part.
Any unique situations of that you tattooed? Like you haven't done like an eyeball or anything?
No.
I mean, I've seen those. And that like freaks me out. I'm like,
I do eyeliner though.
yeah.
Yep, no eyeballs. I think the most unique so far is the skin motion tattoos. So they have an app that they send us the stencil for it, and then it plays like a loved one's voice or whatever through the phone. There's only a select amount, I think, in Michigan, and I had a dad from the UP and the son was from Detroit, and they met in the middle and came out, and it was for his mom. I think that was probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I think those and the crematorium ones are really cool.
I'm not familiar with that.
Like ashes of loved ones.
Oh, really? I don't know what that is either.
Like when you
They're like putting the ashes like
Into
in
the
the ink and then embedding it in yourself. Okay, I just want to make sure I was like connecting with all that.
Yeah, so I've done quite a few of those, especially this year with younger people passing that the parents get them and stuff. And they kind of feel like they follow them without having to take like the ashes with them everywhere.
Very interesting. Anybody ever pass out? Because I think my wife would pass out. She'd be like,
a lot of the time is like you're almost done and then they pass out. So they're like, I went through that whole process and within the last like 10 minutes they pass out. Yep, I've only had 3 the whole time though.
that's not bad.
No.
Or I've seen like somebody gives like a full back tattoo and they're almost done. They got like 30 more minutes. They're like, I'm done. And we're like, what do you mean you're done? You got like 30. I'm done. You ever get a situation like that?
One.
They come back and finish or no?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, okay.
Yep. If she sees this, she's going to be like, dang it, Sarah. Yeah, she's from Vassar. She's a really cool lady, though.
Because I've imagined some people probably get anxiety, like, because you can't move, you can't do anything. It's kind of like when you go to the dentist and, like, they talk to you and you're like...
I agree, because they got to trust you.
And they can't go anywhere.
Yep. And you kind of have to sit through, if it's painful, you have to sit through it. Try to power through it.
So you have a husband?
Yep.
And some kids?
Yeah,
No kids?
Jay's from Vassar, and then 2 boys and a stepdaughter.
Okay, exciting.
Yeah, well, my stepdaughters are massage therapists, and then my 2 boys are going to be 15 and 14.
Okay. So how do you balance that in running your own business?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get to leave work where our work goes home. So you're initially working during shop hours. You go home and you have to draw and answer questions and call people back. And so it's hard. So you set times. I set times now. It was hard for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, we owned a hair salon for a while, and we're like, all right, we got to go clean the hair salon. They're like,
yeah,
I don't want to go. I'm like, well, that's what you're going to do today.
It is.
So, yeah.
It doesn't end.
No.
Yeah.
Are the kids creative too? Do they
like
artistic
to.
Or
yeah.
Are they in...
The boys like to draw for sure, paint and draw. Jordy's not too artistic, but I think she's got it in her somewhere.
Yeah, they were like, let me try that. You ever let them try the tattoo?
No.
No.
I
Like,
think
put a little heart on my arm or nothing. No.
I think my youngest would be all for it, but the rest of them would be like, no way. Yep, my youngest would be like, yep, I'll do it.
So I imagine you've tattooed yourself at one point, right? Is it pretty common that tattoo artists tattoo themselves?
When learning, I think so, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tattooed myself, especially the first 2 years of like having somebody come in that I haven't done that yet. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do it on myself. Wow. So usually you do it like the night before. Tattoo yourself and be like, all right, I got this. It's fine.
Yeah.
Because you're navigating. Those first 2 years is just navigation of learning, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I got to make sure I can before they come in.
Yeah. Is there different techniques, or like do artists specialize in certain tattoos?
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of them specialize in different
whether
stuff.
it's portrait. I'm sure portraits are kind of its own animal, isn't it?
I definitely think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you do any portraits? Or
I've done quite a few, but not like I am no portrait artist. Animal portraits, heck yeah, I'd be all for that.
Okay.
But to say like you're professional in that, it would take somebody a lot of time, a lot of work. Yeah.
So if somebody comes in and let's say they're looking for a tattoo that you don't say you specialize in, or do you kind of talk to them about that and be like, I can do this, but that's not 100% my wheelhouse? Is that conversations that sometimes you have?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Which is good if you do that, because
you should be comfortable to tell someone.
Well,
that.
both. I mean, you should be comfortable with the piece you're going to provide them, and
truth,
comfortability of what they're going to get in the result. So,
yeah, 100%. That's the difference. Like at our shop is we kind of share clients too. So the girls are newer, obviously, than I am. So Jocelyn does a lot of illustrative. Mackenzie's pretty new this year, but she likes a lot of the traditional thick outline. So we'll send each other that client if we feel like it's more in their wheelhouse, something that they'd love to do too.
No, that's good that you're utilizing everybody there and playing off their strong suit.
Yeah.
So, what's the craziest thing that you tattooed, or craziest spot you tattooed? Or maybe we shouldn't talk about that.
Like
I was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't.
Shh, I would have. The butt cheek is always
The hot spot.
You do a lot of them though.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think that is the weirdest spot.
All right. Sounds
just-
like the hot spot.
Not just because the area, but the skin is squishy too.
Okay.
You know? That's the difference. Yeah.
I'm sure all kinds of different skins. I mean, depends on your age and.
Definitely. If you've got skin or sun exposure too, that makes a big difference.
Any health tattoos? You said eyebrows, or did you call it eyeliner?
Eyeliner, eyebrows.
Eyeliner's different, isn't it? See, I'm a guy, so.
We could give you some.
Should have done it today.
Yeah. I mean, I could get a hairstyle, probably just get some.
Right. Jocelyn even does like lip tinting too. She's getting into that. Not my forte, but the lip hurts. It does. I can say that the lip hurts.
So with your expansion, what kind of services are you looking to offer? You quite know, or you just kind of go with the flow? And
We got some ideas, but like we have some that eyelash extensions people are thinking. I think we're going to kind of reach out and see what people want in there, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we have services here, but what don't we have? That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Well, is there like continuing education, or do you guys go to like some classes, or they have like expos?
They do have expos. They got competitions, seminars and stuff like that. And then you have to do your bloodborne for tattoo and body art. That's yearly.
Okay. Would they still have the Tattoo Masters or something? Remember that show?
I don't know if they have that anymore. Yeah. I think they brought it back, but I'm not real sure.
Yeah, that was kind of a neat little show, little competition there.
Yeah, I felt like it was. You know how like they play some stuff.
Yeah.
The beginning, I liked it a lot, but
it gets kind of like staged a little bit. But yeah, it's always like that. And every like the first couple years are like, yeah, and then it's like, yeah, is this really?
Well, the fights.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, okay, I don't know if they would fight over that. But I could be wrong, you know.
Would you ever do a competition like that? You think that'd be fun?
I would not go away from my family for 6 months. No.
No. Is that what it is? 6 months?
Yeah, that would be hard for me. I don't think I could do that.
I could do it.
You could?
Actually, I want to go on the show alone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I would need to know some like survival skills, but like I think I could just do it. I'd be the guy that like almost cuts his hand off and then be like calling for help. Yeah.
They wouldn't help you though.
Well, they better bring the boat pretty fast. Bring me a helicopter. I'd be like, but I'd be that guy that would be like whittling, and then next thing you know, my finger's gone, and be like, gotta go.
But yeah, the competitions, the girls have to have 2 years experience, and then I think we will. But those are all over Michigan. Every state has them. So.
Okay.
But it's a weekend. It's not 6 months away.
Yeah, right.
So I think we would do that, but they have to have 2 years under their belt to go.
Okay. Should have got all the girls on here.
They'd be so scared.
Would they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd try.
So how many tattoos do you have? Have you counted? Have you kept track?
No.
No. If you had to guess.
Maybe 50.
That's not bad.
Depending.
And you probably did half of them yourself, right?
Yeah. Pretty much my legs, a couple on my legs I haven't. And then this whole arm pretty much, except for the top one. Mm-hmm. Hands, feet, yeah.
Yeah. That's exciting. Beautiful talent that you have there. I haven't been to your new shop yet. How do people get a hold of you? Or do they call in, or is it an online appointment?
Call, Facebook. We give everybody our cell numbers too, because it's a lot easier to answer that than it is going through the business Facebook and our Facebook and everything else. But we do have shop phone too.
Okay. I was going to ask you this too, so we'll backtrack quick.
Okay.
What's up with the plastic on the arm?
Anaderm.
Yeah. Anaderm? What is that?
It's like, do you know what Tegaderm is?
No.
So when they place like an IV at the hospital, that clear wrap to keep the IV in.
Yeah.
It's like repurposed in a bigger sheet.
Yeah.
So that it can cover up the tattoo. It lets like oxygen in, but not debris. So it kind of keeps it safe for the first 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Like, what's the process? What's the healing process of a tattoo?
So after 2 days, you'll take the Anaderm off and wash it like normal with the dial soap.
Right.
And then my mom actually makes our aftercare. It's called Witch's Wax. It's coconut oil and vitamin E.
Okay.
And just a thin layer of that on there. Mm-hmm. And then wash it twice a day pretty much.
Will that top layer of skin peel off?
Like it flakes off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like the dead skin that we scratch at.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you ever see, you know, I'm sure you've seen
flakes.
it, but no, but like they get like that, like the top layer of skin like bubbles up and it's like.
Oh, the ink sac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's, well, I would say.
It looks gross, but it's cool at the same time. So that's how I describe it.
It's the excess ink and plasma and stuff builds up and it makes that ink sac. And it just squishes around in there.
And you just pop it like a pimple and.
You shouldn't pop it.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. That's what I would do.
Yeah, you take it off and you wash it.
Oh.
Like if you popped it, then you got an air bubble in there.
Yeah.
An air hole.
Yeah.
That'll let stuff in. Then it's
I thought it'd be
clean
like a
anymore.
blister. You know?
No.
I got a blister this weekend from golfing between my toes. It hurts so bad.
Oh my gosh.
But you know. Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's like a blister. You just pop it and then peel the skin off.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't do that.
What if you touch it with whatever you popped it with? The new skin.
I'm a risk taker. I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay. Then take the skin off. Yeah. I know a lot of people pop them though.
Yeah, just pop them.
It's the fun of it.
Right. Makes good TikTok videos.
It's nasty. Some of those squirt out and you're like, oh.
You do any media stuff like that? Your clients let you video them while they tattoo and you go viral at all?
Yeah, well, TikTok, I have a
Especially if you're tattooing the booties. You
know? No, none of that. Yeah, I have a TikTok that I do like kind of place a stencil and then put another video of the tattoo done or a lot of cover-ups before and after.
Oh, I'm sure cover-ups like half your business probably. No?
A lot of the cover-ups I do, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's name and the 90s caught up to them. So.
This year, it's like life-changing journey of like stuff that they're not into anymore, which is kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
A lot less names.
Yeah.
A lot less.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in today. That was exciting. A lot of things I didn't know. I got to come see your shop. Maybe I'll schedule a visit.
And I'll give you a tattoo.
I'm a booty.
It better be something
Mom,
fun.
I'm not going to do that. I promise. Thanks, Sarah.
Yep.
If you need anything, let us know.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.